we'll see. I can't say like if not in injuries, nothing like I will continue. No problem.
Dmitry Bivol possibly out of the way, could we finally see two of boxing's most feared punchers collide? Artur Beterbiev, the smashing machine, and David Ben Abdies, the relentless force, both unstoppable in their divisions. But will Bal's win open the door for this dream fight to happen next? Let's break down. What's on the horizon?
It's if everything going well, like goes well. Like I'm not. It's I enjoyed do this work, like this job.
Your BV's words show a fighter fully committed to his craft, undeterred by age or the toll that fighting takes on the body. If everything goes well, he says, signaling his focus on staying healthy and injury-free.
Do you feel your age or do you feel young?
Yes, I feel I'm young, yes.
Mm-hmm. So
like 29, but I'm young.
At 38, Bivol isn't slowing down and is more than ready to continue his reign of destruction in the light heavyweight division. But the big question remains, after Dmitry Bivol, is David Ben Abdies the next in line? Could we watch this explosive showdown sooner than expected? The way seems clearer then. Ever when asked if he could continue fighting 2 or 3 years after a potential showdown with Dmitry Bivol, but Turf responded with a measured yet that confident answer.
2 years, 3 years, or do you see yourself going a long time?
Well, we'll see. We never know that. It's not question like I can answer you. Can answer you because I'm good. I continue, no problem.
He said, pointing to the decision ultimately resting with the boxing authorities. However, BBF made it clear he has no personal doubts about his ability to keep going. He reassured everyone, saying he's okay to continue and has no problem pushing forward. His determination is evident. But could his next challenge come from rising star David Beterbiev? The stakes keep getting bigger. On the other hand, with BBV recovering from knee surgery, Beterbiev sees a slight advantage for Bivol ahead of the October 12th showdown. David Ben Abdies, the WBC mandatory and interim champion, is giving Dmitry Bivol the edge in the upcoming light heavyweight clash against Artur Beterbiev. While both fighters remain defeated, Beterbiev believes Bal's technical prowess might just give him the upper hand in the Undisputed Championship fight set for October 12th in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. In an interview, Ben stated, "I think Bal has a slight edge, but it's a 50/50 fight. It's going to be a great fight, but I think Bal might take off with a win. This closely fought match has boxing fans on the edge of their seats, given that BBF is coming off surgery for a ruptured meniscus. The 39-year-old power puncher, known for his aggressive style, may be at a disadvantage against Bol's technical skill, especially with worries about his knee recovery. On the other hand, Bol, 6 years younger, brings precision and speed to the ring, potentially exploiting any vulnerabilities BBF may show, as fans eagerly debate the outcome of a potential clash between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol. Boxing pros have been weighing in the combination of Biv's relentless power and Bol's tactical brilliance makes it a highly anticipated matchup. Rising British prospect Ben Whittaker shared his thoughts on the B-out, sharing insight into what might unfold. Ben Whittaker said, "Probably BB, because he's a very clever fighter and he can bang, but I wouldn't be shocked if Bivol won." Whittaker's assessment echoes the broader sentiment in the boxing world. While BB's raw power and intelligence make him a favorite, ball skill and precision leave room for a possible upset as both champions inch closer to this monumental showdown. Fans are wondering who will emerge victorious and what could come next for either fighter. PBV's brutal knockout power has been his hallmark, but his recent surgery raises questions. Returning from such an injury in just 4 months leaves doubts about whether he can keep his dominant form. Podcaster Adam Smith said, "Do I lean slightly towards one, maybe Bal, but Beterbiev boxed so well against Callum Smith that he can turn it on. He's not just an aggressive powerhouse, he can box beautifully as well. But the knee problem looms large." Benav sees Bivol as having the better chance, noting his ability to control fights with a mix of ring intelligence and technical finesse. Smith added, "Bivol is a wonderful technician. He's not got the power of BBF, but he has got the skills. It's going to be so tight. It's a great fight." Bal's methodical approach and his ability to manage the pace of a fight could give him the edge, especially against an aging fighter like BBV, who may not have fully healed. While the debate over who will win in a potential showdown between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol continues to divide fans, renowned boxing trainer Dave Coldwell brings a unique perspective to the conversation. His in-depth understanding of the sport gives weight to his analysis of both fighters' styles and strategies, making his prediction one to take note of. "I've always fancied Beal. It's not so much that he beat Callum Smith, it's how he did it, it's what he was doing, it's what Beterbiev was doing that I found impressive," said trainer Dave Coldwell. Coldwell highlights TBF's performance against Callum Smith, emphasizing how it wasn't just the win, but the way he executed his game plan that caught his attention. However, what really impressed Coldwell was the way BBA managed his fights, maintaining control without exerting unnecessary energy. He also noted he wasn't exerting himself at all. He just controlled everything. He controlled every little detail, and he managed the pace really well. which is you're getting older, you need to be able to do. That's why I'm picking BBF, because at 39, he isn't showing anything. Coldwell's view reflects his admiration for BBY's ability to fight intelligently. Even as he ages, at 39, BBV shows no signs of slowing down, making him Coldwell's pick for a potential victory over Bivol. He furthermore added no hesitation. He isn't showing anything where I look at him and think he is deteriorating, so I think I'm going to go with BBV on that one. His prediction leans on the fact that BBV has mastered the art of controlling every detail in the ring, a trait that, according to Coldwell, will give him the edge in this highly anticipated matchup. The question remains, can Bivol do enough to outbox BBV? With both fighters undefeated, this fight is shaping up to be one of the most highly anticipated bouts of the year. As both fighters prepare for battle, Benavidez's prediction adds another layer of intrigue to this exciting game. With Beterbievi's knee in question and Ball's technical skill in top form, it's anyone's fight to win. After people expected a Ball victory, but Turf stated, "I'm not thinking about people, I'm only need to take care of my fight, and that's it, and I try to do that only." But Turf's focus on his own preparation rather than external opinions highlights his mental toughness and dedication to the task at hand. In a sport where public perception can sway fighters' confidence, BV's approach emphasizes the importance of self-belief and concentration. By disregarding predictions and focusing solely on his performance, he positions himself to execute his game plan and give it his all in the ring. Furthermore, when asked how does it feel to just be days away from this fight, Artur Beterbiev responded with calm confidence. Highlights the mindset of a seasoned champion. With the fight just around the corner, he exudes quiet confidence, as if the moment is part of the natural rhythm of his career. His readiness isn't just physical but mental, indicating that he's fully prepared to embrace the challenge ahead. For a fighter like BBV, the build-up is just another step in a long journey, reinforcing why he remains one of the most feared and respected fighters in the sport. When asked if he's feeling healthy, he humorously tells everyone that the medical commission wouldn't clear him to fight otherwise. BBV's response, given with a lighthearted laugh, reveals his unshakable self-assurance. It's a subtle yet firm statement that he's in prime condition, ready to step into the ring. This moment shows his ability to stay composed under pressure, making it clear that he's not just physically fit, but mentally sharp as well.
How does it feel to just be just days away from this fight?
You know, it's very good. Like, it's very close, and it's already there, you know.
Now much better. When asked about how it feels to recover from his injuries, Artur BV downplayed the challenge with characteristic humility. He said, "It's not a big challenge like it's normal, you know. It's like, everyone gets some injury. And sometimes you do good things, sometimes you do a little bit not good things, you know, but I think this time it was a good one." His calm demeanor shows that he treats injuries as just another part of the game, not letting setbacks shake his confidence. With his body back in form, BBF is focus, signaling that he's fully prepared for what's next in his career. While discussing Dmitry Bivol, Artur BBV acknowledged his opponent's skills and experience, stating he has good experience in professional boxing. He's a good boxer, you know, like I'm in professional. He has good experience, and he's a good challenge for me. But TV's respect for Bivol as a formidable opponent highlights the seriousness with which he approaches the potential fight. He knows that facing Bivol is no easy task, but he's ready for the challenge that lies ahead. He also shared his determination, stating, "We prepared for different things, like different scenarios, you know, in this fight. Always try to be ready for 100%. Beterbiev's commitment to thorough preparation showcases his dedication to the sport and his awareness of the unpredictability of boxing. By training for various scenarios, he ensures that he's not only physically ready but also mentally equipped to adapt during the fight. This level of preparation is crucial as he aims to face a skilled opponent like Bivol. Head on BBF faced questions about the potential matchup with David Benavidez. Following his anticipated victory, the media was eager to know if he would give Benavidez the opportunity that Canelo Alvarez had not given. The latter's reluctance to face the rising star. Bivol, known for his strategic thinking, responded with a hint of uncertainty, indicating that discussions about future fights are premature.
Most importantly, are you healthy? Do you feel good?
Of course, if I'm not healthy, medicine commission never let me go to fight, you know.
After the exchange, Beterbiev emphasized his present focus on the upcoming bout, suggesting that any potential fight with Benavidez would depend on the outcome and his performance. This highlights the unpredictability of boxing, where plans can change rapidly based on the results in the Ring, when asked about the perceived threat level of David Ben-Aids compared to Dmitry Bivol, the Terev provided a candid response. He admitted that he had not closely followed Ben-Aziz's fights, which is unusual for a fighter facing such high-caliber opponents. This statement suggests that BBF stays focused on his own preparations and strategies rather than analyzing every contender in the division.
You know, when you have some injury, you do some modification, like in your training camp, you know, and we did some different things. I think we did good things now. It's better now. Much better.
After his answer, BBF emphasized that his approach to boxing is more about honing his skills and preparing for future challenges, rather than getting caught up in the narrative surrounding other fighters. This mindset shows his dedication and discipline as he approaches each fight on his term. Prioritizing his own performance over outside opinions, this rigorous training regimen not only showcases his dedication to keeping peak performance, but also highlights the value of strength and conditioning in boxing at the elite level. TV's focus on strength training serves as a testament to his understanding of the demands of the sport as he prepares for possible challenges against formidable opponents like Dmitry Bivol and David Beterbiev. This training is crucial for enhancing his power, endurance, and overall athleticism in the ever-evolving landscape of boxing. Fans eagerly anticipate matchups that could shape the future of the sport. One of the most talked about potential bouts is between Canelo Alvarez and David Ben-Aids. However, Canelo's reluctance to face Ben-Aids has left many questioning his motivations. Boxing legend Roy Jones Jr. provides an insightful view on the situation, shedding light on the complexities that come into play when champions decide whom to fight. Roy Jones Jr. said, "It's a big risk there for him for taking the fight. I mean, you know, of course, he's like any other champ. He wants to make you guys celebrate what y'all want to make us pay for it, which is smart." Jones highlights the financial and strategic aspects that champions must consider when making fight choices for Canelo. This means weighing the possible risks and rewards before committing to a matchup with Beterbiev. Roy Jones Jr. also noted, "I don't think he's scared of Beterbiev, but Beterbiev is a tough order for anybody right now, especially if you're at the top of your game, because he's very busy, he's big, he's effective, he's aggressive, all the things you don't want in a fighter." He stressed the challenges Beterbiev acts as an opponent. His skill set makes him a dangerous contender, driving Canelo's cautious approach. Implications here are significant. If Canelo is hesitating to take on such a tough challenge, it raises questions about his readiness to face other elite fighters like Artur Beterbiev. Furthermore, he noted, "So everything you don't want to see in your opponent David Ben-Aids is now, does that mean he thinks he can't beat David Ben-Aids? No, but he wants to make sure that he makes you guys wait and ask and beg long enough that y'all going to pay for it. Then he'll take his chance because he knows too that it is a risky chance he's taking." Jones concludes by saying that Canelo is strategically managing the timing of a potential fight with Beterbiev, trying to maximize his profits and minimize risks. This perspective opens up the question, if Canelo is hesitant to face Beterbiev, could this create an opportunity for Artur Beterbiev to step in and accept the challenge as the landscape of boxing continues to shift? BB's readiness to take on any opponent, regardless of their reputation, positions him as a viable contender in the light heavyweight division. With Canelo seemingly reluctant to engage in a high-stakes bout with Beterbiev, but Beterbiev could seize the moment and challenge Ben-Aids himself. This scenario not only raises the stakes for all involved, but also promises to deliver thrilling matchups for boxing fans as the boxing world buzzes with excitement over the upcoming showdown between Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev. Experts and former champions weigh in on what each fighter needs to do to secure victory. Roy Jones Jr. also offers his take on ball strategy and what he must exploit in order to overcome BF's power experience. He said, "BBF is a great puncher, but he's been down a few times. What does that tell me? A lot of people say it was balance. People say it was this. People say it was that. In my humble opinion, if you've been down 2 or 3 times already being the puncher that you are, it means either when you're punching, you're leaving yourself in a bad position and people are catching you, or you don't take as good a punch as you throw here." Jones emphasizes BBF's vulnerability. Despite his punching power, the fact that he has been knocked down shows potential weaknesses in his defensive positioning or durability for Bivol. This insight shows a critical area to target, highlighting the need to capitalize on BF's mistakes. He also stated both would be a mistake fighting Bol because he stays fundamentally sound with his feet and he stays fundamentally sound with his hands. He's a very dedicated fighter. He's always going to be in shape, and he's always going to be Dmitry Bivol. Jones praises Bol's technical skills and discipline, suggesting that his ability to keep sound fundamentals is key to his success against BV. The contrast between Bale's discipline and BV's potential lapses in judgment sets the stage for an intriguing tactical fight for Bivol. Focusing on keeping his form while exploiting BF's flaws could lead to victory, he further noted, but if you do anything out of the ordinary, such as throw too hard to get yourself off balance, or don't take a punch as well as you throw a punch, you're going to lose to Bale. Finally, Jones warns that any deviation from Bale's disciplined approach, whether through overt Committing to punches or failing to defend against BBF strikes could lead to disaster. This serves as a crucial reminder for Bal to stick to his game plan and remain composed throughout the fight, reinforcing the idea that his discipline will be essential in navigating the power and aggression of BBF. With Jones Jr.'s insights in mind, the anticipation for the Bivol versus BBF clash grows. If Bivol can successfully leverage BB's weaknesses while showcasing his own technical prowess, he may very well emerge victorious. David Benz's assessment of his possible opponents are BBV and Dmitry Bivol highlights the contrasting styles and challenges each fighter poses. He thinks that BF's flat-footedness makes him an easier target, suggesting that his own agility and offensive skill set could exploit BV's slower footwork. However, Beterbiev recognition of Bivol as a complete fighter shows the complexity of facing someone with such technical proficiency and versatility in the ring.
With this win, you're going to have a mandatory in David Benavidez. Is he next for you? Are you going to give him the fight that Canelo's not giving him? Will you give Benavidez the fight?
We'll see. Let's talk about it after.
Benz's comments mirror a broader narrative within the boxing community where BB's power is often praised, but his movement and defensive strategies are scree-eyes. Conversely, Bal's ability to adapt and control the pace of a fight makes him a formidable opponent for any fighter. As the boxing landscape changes, the dynamics between power and technique will play a pivotal role in determining the future matchups and outcomes for these top contenders. Benz's faith in overcoming BBF may indicate a willingness to pursue a showdown with the champion, but his hesitance regarding Bol shows the respect he has for the latter's skills.
Do you see David as a more dangerous opponent than Dmitry, or do you see them the same?
You know, if be honest, I never see his fights. I never watch for his fights, because I'm not really a fan of boxing, And when I have signed with some boxer, and I'm think only for these things, And I'm not watch everyone there.
This attitude creates an intriguing layer of rivalry and strategy, with fans eager to see how these fighters will navigate their paths in the highly competitive light heavyweight division. The anticipation builds as the boxing world wonders, will Benavidez get his chance to prove his claims against either of these elite fighters, and how will he fare against their distinct styles as we gear up for this?
Nice.
Monumental clash. The anticipation is palpable. Will Dmitry Bivol's tactical press prevail, or will Artur Beterbiev relentless power prove too much to handle? Each fighter brings their unique strengths, making this not just a battle of fists, but a strategic showdown that could define their legacies.
He's the hungry lion who throws a lot of punches, who we haven't really seen hurt yet, who has a very good gas tank, and who's big for the weight class. Everything Canelo don't want to see, they've been is that.
Beterbiev lurking as a potential challenger. The stakes couldn't be higher. Will BBV take the fight to Beterbiev if he comes out on top, or will Bal's victory set the stage for a different future in the light heavyweight division? What do you think? Who wins between Beterbiev and Bol, and how do you see?
But it's who hits who first. Who can withstand whose punch? If Bivol can take Arthur's punch, Arthur gonna have problems. If Arthur can take Bivol's punch, Bivol got to work for a long time. But if Bivol can't take Arthur's punch, the 100% knockout ratio gonna stay.
Beterbiev fitting into this picture? Let us know your ideas in the comments below.